determine your health destiny far beyond what you've been led to believe. Step number one, and we'll give you, those of you who haven't gotten the prescription, you'll get it when you leave, so you don't have to write this down, okay? Step one, and I'll go rapidly here. Tune out the cable television news as much as you can. It's awful, it's unpleasant, it's violent, it's unreliable. It frazzles your nerves, it makes you feel hopeless. Tune it out as much as possible. Number two, you've got to tame your harmful habits. Either skip alcohol or limit it to a single drink a day, unless you're going to a party tonight, okay? Everything in moderation, by the way, including moderation, so a party's okay. But don't believe what people are trying to brainwash us with now, that a drink a day is actually good for you. Unfortunately, a drink a day or 2 drinks a day can also lead to pre-cirrhotic changes in the liver, and 2 drinks a day generally has been shown to increase the rate of breast cancer in women by about 25%. So if you're going to drink, limit it to a drink a day or even less. Number 3, eat healthfully, which means eating as much fresh fruits and fresh vegetables and whole grains as possible. Try to avoid red meat, try to avoid eggs, try to avoid dairy products and junk food as much as possible. Drink a lot of water. Take vitamins. Take a sensible vitamin every day. Remember, your bodies don't make vitamins, except for tiny amounts of vitamin K and B12. The only place you get vitamins are from the foods you eat or the supplements that you take. And even if you eat very well, it's highly unlikely that you're going to get the vitamins and minerals that science now shows you need. And you're not going to be taking vitamins, by the way, or I don't think you should, to just treat vitamin deficiency diseases, beriberi, pellagra, pernicious anemia. Those are things of the past. The reason to take a sensible vitamin mineral supplement now, every day over the long term, is to help reduce the risk of diseases, especially coronary artery disease, cancer, osteoporosis, macular degeneration, neural tube defects, depression, maybe even Alzheimer's, and potentially much more. It's especially important to take vitamin D and fish oil, in spite of what you've been hearing about this last week in the newspapers. Vitamin D is extremely important. We are what we eat, folks. And I just want to tell you about an experiment that they did at Stanford a few years ago. They took white mice and they put the white mice in a cage, and in the cage they put Fruit Loops in their little cardboard boxes. And week after week, the mice ate the cardboard boxes and left the Fruit Loops alone. So we are what we eat. And you know, you have your choice. You can be a donut, chocolate, or powdered, or plain, or you can be an avocado, you can be an apple, you can be an orange, you can be a strawberry. What do you think gives you more energy? What happens, by the way, think of food as energy. What happens with the usual diet or snacks or meals that we have after we eat a heavy meal? What do we feel like doing? Sleeping. Napping, sleeping. What kind of energy is that? What kind of fuel are we putting into us? Can you imagine if you brought your car to get gas, fuel, put the fuel in and the car wouldn't start? You would think about that. Well, think about what you eat. Now, you're being told, by the way, and it's one of the biggest, craziest scams of all times, you're being told in terms of what you eat that a calorie is a calorie. So that the calories in the sugar in this Twinkie are the same as the calories in the sugar in this strawberry. Not. It's stupid to think that way. You're being told that the fat grams, the fat calories in this avocado are the same as the calories in this breakfast sandwich that I just got today. And here, okay. Now look, your turn. This has been kissed by the sun, okay? And this is a piece of dead pig, okay, with a 3rd-degree burn. It's not the same, okay? Look for foods that have been kissed by the sun. That's fruits, veggies, whole grains. And as far as your weight, look, 70% of Americans, perhaps even more, are overweight. It's getting to be the biggest killer in the United States, and you need to do something about it. 10 pounds of potatoes, okay? Can you imagine if you kept your arms out and just held those potatoes for 10 minutes, how that would make your biceps and triceps and back feel, okay? Can you imagine now if you held that 10 pounds of potatoes for a year, how you would feel? You'd be decimated. Well, can you imagine what happens to another muscle called your heart when you're carrying not 10 pounds of potatoes, but 20 or 30 or 50 pounds? Okay? It breaks you down. It's causing chronic degenerative diseases, and everybody who's overweight needs to lose weight. And diets don't work. The only thing that works is go slow, portion control, lots of water, more fruits, more vegetables, and exercise, exercise, exercise. I'm not saying that you have to be a vegetarian. I eat fish. I call myself an aqua-vegetarian. And all I'd like to remind you is try to eat less of anything that had a face or a mother. Okay, you got that? Hello? Okay. Step number 4 is regular exercise. Exercise quiets worry, fear, resentment, and anger. Do some form of regular exercise at least 20 minutes most days of a week. A brisk walk will do just fine. Just get huffy and puffy. Don't lope along. Walk like you're late for work, okay? And we've shown that walking is as effective as medications for moderate blood pressure. How good is that? We've shown that walking in women, Scandinavian women, decrease breast cancer by 37%, just 4 hours a week. How wonderful is that? Okay, I'm going to speed right through now. Step number 5, ingredient 5, is to have fun. Laugh, sing, dance, listen to good music, go to the beach, read a heartwarming book, get a massage, go to a funny movie, or even better, come sailing on Curler with us. Okay, put your card out there. That's fun. Number 6, the 6th ingredient is to love someone unconditionally. Love someone in your life, anyone. Love someone totally without conditions. You don't have to love the person's behavior, but love that person without expecting anything in return, because nothing influences your wellness more profoundly than love. Love which you receive and love which you freely give away. Love is your inner physician, and its healing energy is more powerful than any medicine. And remember, ILL is becoming equivalent to I lack love. Ingredient number 7, be a good person. This is easy, isn't it? Ethical living is a powerful antidote for stress. Ethical living makes you feel good about yourself. Just be a kind, honest, ethical person, and don't do anything you even think may be wrong. This builds your self-confidence and your self-respect so remarkably. Number 8, ingredient number 8, is decide to be happy, not right. Anger and hurt just block your wellness. Forgiveness can heal your sorrows and your wounds, and it can set you free from your past so you can live fully in the present. Look, your ego, which is the only thing that doesn't forgive or stays angry, your ego seems to have one major function, and that's to preserve your right to stay offended. Your ego is not necessarily your friend. So I'm not saying to compromise your integrity, because most of what upsets us has nothing to do with integrity or anything of lasting importance. What I'm saying is important to adopt the philosophy that it's more important for you to be happy than for your ego to be right. The 9th ingredient has to do with meditation. Meditation is a lot different than prayer, because in prayer we're asking God for this and we're asking God for that. In meditation, we're listening for God's answer. So I would like to take you through a quick meditation, just like I did with the infants and the toddlers and the children, not the infants, but the toddlers and the children and the parents in my practice. So what I would like you all to do then is just sit up straight for a moment, okay, and put your hands in your laps. And what I'd like you to do is just close your eyes for a moment, okay? Close your eyes. And anybody who's standing up, you better sit down, even if it's on the floor, because this is powerful. Okay? Now, with your eyes closed, I want you to just be aware that you're in the room here, and I want you to listen to my voice. And if you hear any other sounds, a cough or anything, just realize it's part of the space. So listen to my voice, keep your eyes closed, and take a nice deep breath through your mouth. And as you let it out through your nose, relax the muscles behind your eyes. Take another deep breath through your mouth. And as you let it out through your nose, relax the muscles at the base of your tongue. Another deep breath. And relax the muscles of your neck and your throat and your shoulders and your arms and your forearms, palms and fingers. Continue breathing and relax the muscles of your chest. Relax the muscles of your abdomen. Relax the muscles of your back and your buttocks and your thighs and your calves and your feet and your toes. Relax. And begin now to imagine a warm, healing white light in your heart. And imagine this warm, healing white light becoming more and more pure and brilliant and warm and pure and healing. And feel that white light now expanding from your heart to fill your entire chest, and flowing down to fill your abdomen and pelvis, and flowing down to fill your thighs, your knees and your calves, right to your toes. And feel the warm, healing white light now rising from your heart to fill your neck and flow down your shoulders to your arms, to your fingertips. And feel the white light filling your mouth, and your tongue, and your gums, and your teeth, your nose, and your eyes, your ears, your brain. Feel the white light filling your entire body, becoming more and more healing and warm and pure. Actually, feel yourself becoming the light, And now say to yourself, quietly and silently, say to yourself over and over, I have strength. I have strength. I have strength. And now, say to yourself over and over, I love you, God. I love you, God. I love you, God, over and over. And now, once more, being aware of the white light throughout your entire body, take a nice deep breath again through your mouth. And as you let it out through your nose, open your eyes and come back to your waking consciousness. Open your eyes. Okay, you're a powerful group of meditators here. Good. Meditation allows you to be in the here and now because your thoughts are still. You're not worrying and wondering and strategizing and reflecting. You're right here in the here and now, pretty much like perhaps you were able to do as a child when you looked up at the stars and just said, ah. The 10th ingredient of the wellness prescription, the last one, is to have faith. Just have faith that if you take a genuine step towards God, God will take 100 steps towards you. Call it God's job description. Or just have faith that if you cry one genuine tear, God will wipe away 100 of those tears. I call this preventive theology, okay? Just have faith. I wish I could have told my brother Lanny that. I would have liked to say, just have faith, Lanny. But he was so overcome by fear, he couldn't do it yet. Hospice didn't come along in his life soon enough. So, preventive theology also means to pray as if God were listening. And it's a 3-step prayer. Step number 1, pray as if God were listening. Step number 2 is repeat step number 1. And step number 3 is repeat step number 1 and 2. Just pray as if God were listening, okay? Don't have anything to lose. And the final part of wellness or preventive theology is part of the frontispiece of the book that we'll distribute to you when you leave. It's by an Indian sage, Satya Sai Baba. And the final part of preventive theology is this: start the day with love, fill the day with love, and end the day with love. And with that, I wish you all a happy holiday. Please pick up a book when you leave. Come join us on Curlew, and thank you for listening.
Thank you so much,
Thank you.
Dr. Taub.
The 82-foot schooner Curlew was built from the imagination of the legendary American boat designer John Alden. Built to race, she competed in the 20s and 30s with other celebrated yachts in the style of the rich and famous. A veteran of World War II, Curlew has since been totally refitted and restored to the highest standards of performance and luxury. What a sight, with her billowing sails, two-masted stature, artful hull and rigging. Coast Guard certified for over 30 guests, Curlew set sail out of beautiful Dana Point Harbor to cruise the picturesque Southern California coastline.